With its i3 electric car now selling reasonably well around the world and its i8 plug-in hybrid sports car something of a brand halo model, BMW has supposedly been working for some time on building its next I Brand plug-in vehicle. Called the BMW i5, the vehicle was rumoured to be larger than the i3, making it more of a family-friendly car than the i3, but with similar performance specifications and the same lightweight carbon fibre reinforced plastic construction. More of a crossover than a city car, it was destined to compete squarely in one of the largest growing vehicle segments today. But after admitting that it was working on such a car, we've now heard rumours via BMW blog that multiple sources claim BMW i5 program has been cancelled, leaving just the i3 and i8 as the German company's I Brand plug-in models. Skeptics might jump in here and gleefully proclaim that either electric cars have proven themselves to be simply not ready for prime time, or proclaim that BMW was selling out to hydrogen fuel cell vehicles and ditching a half-assed job of selling electric cars. Others might claim that BMW, as an old guard automaker, has clearly been beaten in the electric vehicle marketplace by Tesla and is now giving up to focus on something else instead. Either way, it seems bad news for BMW and bad news for electric cars, at least for now. But the reality of the situation is a little more nuanced. At least it appears that way to me. You see, according to BMW blog, the reason the company is ditching its plans for the i5 crossover is so that it can focus on both building a high-end luxury all-electric model based on the BMW Next concept car, as well as bringing more electrified models to its mainstream brands. In other words, it wants to focus on building a car that can help reclaim some of the market share stolen from it by Tesla, while simultaneously making plug-in vehicle drivetrain technology as mainstream as possible. It's not clear right now if BMW is looking to introduce fully electric vehicles into its mainstream lineup, or if it's just looking to focus on plug-in hybrids. But from my perspective, I don't view the cancellation of the BMW as a particularly bad thing, even if BMW is looking to focus more on plug-in hybrid mainstream models. I'll explain. You see, while the BMW i3 is loved by tens of thousands of owners worldwide, it's a very polarizing vehicle. Just like the Nissan Leaf, it's quite obviously designed as a vehicle to stand out, a vehicle to scream to the world, hey, I'm different, I'm electric. And while the BMW i3 has been a particularly revolutionary vehicle in terms of construction methods and energy efficiency, its design is not everyone's cup of tea. Indeed, it's a sort of design which many would consider to be too polarizing to be part of BMW's mainstream lineup. Right now, BMW's I Brand has a loyal following of customers and it's growing by the day, but with the mainstream BMW brand far larger in its market share and more varied in its lineup, BMW needs to shift its electric vehicle technology to more mainstream vehicles if it really does want to turn its fleet greener. Which is why offering either a plug-in hybrid or fully electric version of some of its most popular vehicles, including the 3 Series, 5 Series, and in some markets the 1 Series, seems a far more sensible route than continuing to increase the I Brand family and leave the mainstream band without plugs. Let us not forget too that the whole idea of BMW's I Brand, the I standing for innovation, was that it gave BMW a way of testing out new vehicle technologies, including electric and hydrogen fuel cell propulsion, without tainting its mainstream lineup. And we're now starting to see those plug-in cars come into the BMW brand. The fact that it's considering moving more of its electric focus into the mainstream lineup shows us that BMW thinks that electric cars are ready. It's a not-so-subtle message to its loyal petrolheads that plug-in vehicle technology is good enough to be considered alongside or as a replacement to its internal combustion engine vehicles, especially if that electric drivetrain increases torque, acceleration times, and overall handling. With so much invested in electric vehicle technology thus far, it's hard to imagine BMW dropping its electric vehicle push. And while I like elements of the BMW i3, I'd love to see all-electric versions of mainstream BMW models, since I think they'd be better cross-shoppers against the Tesla Model 3, Model S, and Model X. Do you agree? Is BMW going cold on plug-in cars, or is it making the next logical step towards electrifying its entire fleet? And what would a BMW fleet of the future look like if every BMW car came with a plug? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And of course, if you'd like to see more videos like this, why not contribute to our running costs via Patreon? I've left a link below and a clickable one at the end of the video. That's it. Thanks for joining me. I'll be back tomorrow. And until that time, keep evolving.